Where were you born?
Long Beach, New York.
Okay, and you grew up on the island, on Long Island?
Up until I graduated high school.
Okay. And did you play any high school sports?
High school sports, no.
Okay, and were you closeted during that period?
Yes.
Okay.
Had a girlfriend, go through the motions kind of thing, just to not let up, not give the game away so soon kind of thing, so.
And so tell me about what life was like here in South Florida when you arrived. What year was that?
Probably 1982. I graduated in 81, so that's when I guess you can feel more comfortable being gay. I didn't know a whole lot of people when I came here. I was around when the Marlin Beach was here and all those old places on the beach, so it was a way to a safe place, get a sense of community, because there were no really things to do outside of going to bars to meet people. I would usually, sports-wise, go play basketball at on the beach by the Yankee Clipper, I think it's called, or maybe even pick up games at Holiday Park. I've always been in the hospitality field because not being able to go in the armed service and make a career, I had to go plan B, which was get in the hospitality field. So, and I actually love doing that because I'm subservient in a way that I'm happy if you're happy. Not even living my own life to be happy, but to almost like live through other people, and I've always been like that.
Do you work in any of the local restaurants here?
Well, I worked at Il Mulino. It's like when, I don't know. I worked at the Marlin Beach Hotel for a little while on the poop deck. It's a cocktail waiter. And, but I opened the Cheesecake Factory here on Los Olas at the beginning. Yeah, so, and then worked in Mangoes. I was always competitive, so I'd want to like win at everything I did, whether it was Monopoly, Tiddlywinks, basketball, just. I think how I got involved with the Manatease was Stan Butler having pickup games, and I met Stan probably around that time, and I joined the Manatease in '92, and it was a great way to play sports and be with people that are gay. So they were kicking around having a league. And it was funny because when we were playing on like Thursday night, we would play against like church teams and firemen, police, and if they did not see the name, how it's spelled, we're just guys playing ball. But if they read it, they would get what it was, the double entendre, if you want to call it. And it kind of makes, not a point, but it's like, once they see that and you're playing against them, hopefully they'll be enlightened that people aren't a certain way. But and that's giving them the benefit of the doubt. So it's like a lot of people didn't respond well to that, and with hate, and like Jim Stork said, Reverend Kennedy's spewing hate because people aren't ready to open their hearts and accept everybody as God's children. That kind of makes me sad, but whew, yeah. That's a big thing. People they're not nice these days, and the world we live in, it's scary. I mean, when I'm in Fort Lauderdale, it's a safe bubble, but I don't let that out where I live because that's the way of the world, so.
How did it affect your social life to be involved in this group?
Oh, it was everything, because that's how you form a lot of friends and relationships and stuff. So without that, you're relegated to just meeting people either online, which is not my forte, or at the bar. And some people.
There was no online then, so
right.
What were your choices?
Oh, we used to do smoke signals back in the day. For what happened is when we decided that they decided they're going to have a league, a couple of us from the Manatease became managers. So we had 6 or 7 teams. I was Team Scoop. I was great at recruiting. So great that I would get somebody playing on our team and they'd eventually sign with George Kessinger. And so, yeah, I was almost like a farm team. I would get the players and they would want to go, and I don't blame them, to a bar that can travel. So eventually I signed with George Kessinger and I ended up playing with the Alibis. We all should know our history. We all don't know our history. Like, history of Stonewall and how we're able to be here now because of them. I'm not saying that these people need to do that, but I mean, they're young, they're playing ball, they're not concerned with that. But if you think of how it started, those are the primary people, and I'm glad that I was able to be friends with them, get in on it, be one of the first 6 coaches. We won the first Hurricane Showdown. I got robbed of Miss Hurricane Showdown to Terrence Norman, but I actually won, but I'm not. That's the only thing I'm probably bitter about is that I feel like the Susan Lucci, because we would have all the teams would come visit for the tournament, and one person would be elected to do a drag number the night before to welcome the people that came early. So I would go as phlebotomy and do numbers and wouldn't win, but it's okay. A bit on yes you are. But it was great. And I got to do drag. I remember them introducing me, and I don't know if our team wasn't liked or a combination of that and me, whatever. So I'm like, boo, boo. And I'm like, then the number started. I did the greatest medley ever told from Sister Act 2, where she comes out and she takes off this cloak and she has a blue shimmering dress. Well, I tell you, when that number started, and by the time it was half done, they were godsmacked because they weren't expecting me of all people to do it. But the fact that to me was like everything. So Sally West, I consider her my drag mother.
You know, we talk about people knowing their history, and you also talked about how the times are getting rough again.
Mm-hmm.
And so why is it extremely important for young people today to know their history?
To be able to carry on and keep doors open for the people that precede, is that the correct word? You have the right to do that now. You don't know when your rights can be taken away. And you know, you can TikTok and Facebook and do all these things, but you really need to know kind of what's going on. I mean, maybe because you're gay and you live in Fort Lauderdale, you just think that everything's going to be fine. It's great while we live in this bubble. Eventually you have to leave Fort Lauderdale. So it's like, you really need to be aware of what's going on. You don't know what tomorrow brings. Don't take anything for granted. I think it's important that everyone just remain conscious. Have fun, live your life, but be conscious of why we're still able to have the rights and freedoms that we do. I feel like I haven't stopped. I mean, I got here after working the last 3 or 4 days, like day and night, so my mindset doesn't flip to vacation. It's still kind of there. But then seeing everybody that I used to play with 30 years ago kind of brings everything back, and it's a sense of familiarity and comfort and nostalgia that that I had to make it here come hell or high water to be a part of this, because you never know when you get an opportunity to be with the guys that you played with in the beginning. So.